I've started the workday without the camera rolling. Whoopsies. And got a fright when I walked into the building and look at our little visitor. Come on, get out of here. Come on. He just walked through the open door. See if we can get him out. Hey buddy, come on. Ooh, ow, get out of here. No, oh no. I don't really want to lose him in the open soffits and him be trapped in there and die, so we'll try and get him out. Open up some doors. Gosh darn chipmunks. Go that way. Don't mess with Zach. That'll probably happen again if I leave the doors open, but it's already getting warm in here, so if I leave both doors open, then they can go in and out. They can just help themselves. Probably a bad habit, but okay, so I'll show you what I have going on that I didn't show the camera. I've just been feeding the electrician's wires through the plywood. It's nice to start the morning with something a little easy, so you can watch. Yay! I'm just pushing the wires through, trying not to cross them over or twist them too much, and making them look somewhat nice. It's funny, the nicer things look, the better they function often. I don't know. Maybe it's just my mind trained that way, but oh no, it's already getting hot in here. It's only 9. You can tell he's labeled each wire and where it goes, so for him when he comes back there's not much complication. He can just run it right into his panel. I'm gonna go around and coil it up so it's out of the way of everyone. Something like that. The shorter wires I don't really have to coil up, it's just to get them out of the way. So now we're gonna start vapor burying. So I haven't done vapor barrier in a while for whatever reason, or on this scale at least. It might have been the odd wall I've had to do, but it's a pretty simple process if I remember correctly. You just put some plastic on the wall, make sure it's sealed. I'm going to do most of the walls first because we are waiting for more vents for the ceiling, which are vents that go into these cavities. So we're waiting on those to do the ceiling. So I'll do the walls first, just make sure I have a little bit of overlap to tape to. So yeah, we'll get going on this big wall. Make sure you start with a fresh blade, or you can always just push your blade out all the way and use right here, which is usually more sharp because you never cut anything with the very heel of your blade. But I was cutting insulation, so the whole blade was pretty much dull. Fresh blade, my little tool belt that I usually always wear. So I'm all geared up. All I needed is this tack stapler, swing stapler, hammer stapler, and my knife. And tape measure is optional. If I recall correctly, I really don't have to use a tape measure if I do it right. So start with this wall. I don't have tuck tape, which is meant for the seams, so I'll probably end up just installing as much as I can, leaving the seams loose, and going back after the fact and taping up everything. Let's roll. I could have rolled that out on the floor, but then it creates so much static in the plastic, it just picks up all the dust and everything, so. when you are one man, it's hard to pin up the other side, get the center centered, work out. So now that the top is fastened, I'll work down the middle in the center, and then again work out. There's the first piece on. You'll notice, probably can't see it from there, but if we take a closer look, what I was saying before about the insulation, there's some sitting on this stud here, so I'll have to deal with that, but everywhere else is pretty good. I should have caught that when I was rolling it out. I'm almost covered in sweat, so I'm gonna go put on some shorts, I think. So again, I just start at the top, middle of the top, and then from the center outwards, start stapling. There are a few different options for going into the corners like that. It's either go in about an inch off and then tape where they meet, run it past a stud width and cut it here and then tape this one onto it. But to try and do a continuous vapor barrier in the corner can get you into a lot of trouble when you do go to drywall. If this corner isn't tucked in tightly, your drywall will burst and then you'll have a messy corner. So it's easiest and best to have some seam either in the corner or off the one stud. For this one, I'm going to go off to this stud. That's going to do it for this video. I have to go into town and pick up some materials that just showed up ready for pickup, which are the more vents, spray foam, tuck tape, the things I need to carry on with the vapor barrier anyways. So I'm going to go and get that. I pretty much got all the walls done except for this big wall. I'll leave most of that space open for the gas guy. The bathroom's done, utility room's done, bedroom's done. This wall's pretty much done except for the peak there. I snapped some lines on the cathedral ceiling, 16-inch on center for strapping. With one person, I just put a screw in one end, marked 16, stretched it to the other end, snapped it. I wouldn't have been able to do that once the plastic was on, the vapor barrier, so I did it right onto the trusses. That way I can do the vapor barrier now, staple it up, and then I can see my lines through it and put my strapping where it needs to go on 16-inch center. So I don't know if it will be in this video or the next video, but I'll do the ceiling vapor barrier, tape all my seams, spray foam around the windows and doors, put up my strapping, and do the more vents. So it will probably be next video I do that. And if that's the case, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I've made that mistake multiple times. Sometimes in life you just keep making the same mistake. And you should know better. Sometimes it just doesn't register. So embarrassing. Look at these life lessons we learn when we struggle. Oh yeah. Now there's some tension. Funny how tension, never mind. Okay, there we go.